TYT Sports Extra locked out. We don't even have a microphone. We got to use your fucking iPhone.
You like this?
Yeah, I got you. You're a Chicago fan. I admire that about you. Oh, yeah. Sell it. So we got to use this fakakta thing and try and get through this segment.
What does fakakta mean?
Nonsense.
Okay. No one's going to know what that means.
Everybody knows what fakakta means.
I don't think so.
Email, send us a comment, and Rick will respond as to whether you know fakakta. The first 25 people to vote. It goes 16-9. They know what it means.
Okay, 16-9.
16-9.
That seems fair.
First 25.
We'll see.
Okay. So, issue 1.
Yes.
Should the Eagles bench Michael Vick and replace him with rookie quarterback Nick Foles?
Out of Arizona.
From Arizona, right. Now, there are some reports out of Philadelphia that this is inevitable. Michael Vick, after the game yesterday, can we play that clip? Do we have that?
We can link to it.
It was really interesting. You don't hear guys talk like that.
He sounded defeated.
He sounded
for like the first time in a long time.
He sounded defeated at the hands of Reid. He didn't sound like a defeated quarterback so much.
You don't think he did?
The Eagles ran up. Interesting. They've been turning the ball over like crazy, but they only they did not turn the ball over Sunday against the Falcons in their 30-17 loss. But they only had 270 yards of offense. Vick threw for less than 200 yards. Everything was dump. They had had a lot of trouble getting the ball downfield. McCoy he scored twice, but he didn't run the ball well at all.
No. So was it 45 yards? I think it was.
Yeah, less than 50 yards, fewer than 50 yards.
Yeah.
So, but the numbers on Vick. The interesting thing about, first of all, I'm going to answer it now.
Yeah.
No, they shouldn't. They have an incredibly soft schedule coming up. The toughest game they have the rest of the way, and their 9 games left, is the Giants. Their schedule is set up to make a playoff move. Like, they can still win 9, 10 games. Yeah, so in a sense, like I would say, let Vick get healthy against the Saint defense. Those who are advocating Nick Foles would say, great, let him succeed against the Saints defense.
Yeah.
I would not give New Orleans a chance to get up off the mat against a rookie quarterback. I wouldn't do it. Michael Vick's numbers are nearly identical to what they have always been, save that magical 2010 season.
Sure.
His first in Philadelphia, or his first meaningful appearance in Philadelphia, where he threw 21 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. But as we told you years ago here on TYT Sports, that season was incredibly lucky. Vick and Josh Freeman, who had that great burst onto the scene that year, those guys threw a ton of touchdowns and very few interceptions. And by the new way that some sabermeticians have of measuring stats, looking very closely in the NFL, they flat out got lucky. Balls that were tipped at the line of scrimmage fell harmlessly to the ground and weren't intercepted.
And that was the year that Eli Manning got incredibly unlucky.
Eli Manning was incredibly unlucky. Vick and Freeman were incredibly lucky. And what do you know? The next year, it essentially reversed it. Manning had a much better year, threw many fewer interceptions, and won the Super Bowl. And Vick, the following year, after going 21-6, went 18-14. And Freeman, as we know, was disastrous last season.
Yes, he was.
This year, Vick is 9-8, so it's not good. But his last 3 seasons in Atlanta, 14-12, 15-13, 20-13. Last year in Philadelphia, 18-14. So 9-8 is bad, but it's not that far off a 1-3 touchdown, no interception game, and he's at 12-8. And he's right on pace with what he always does.
Sure.
He has fumbled 9 times.
Which is a large... Okay. Put on the brakes for a second. I think a large part of it is that the offensive line has been so atrociously bad, especially for a quarterback that, as we all know, cannot remain healthy. And he's taken shot after shot after shot, whether it's not even a late hit. The offensive line has just been that bad. So I think part of him not being as effective is that the line is that atrocious.
Clearly, I mean, they have struggled in every component. They've struggled in many games blocking for McCoy, and they've struggled in many games protecting Vick.
And defensively.
And they've struggled defensively. And yet they're still 3-4. Yeah. So he's fumbled 9 times. In other years, in 2004 with the Falcons, he fumbled 16 times. In 2005 with the Falcons, he fumbled 11 times. In 2010, the great year with Philadelphia, he fumbled 11. They have had some bad luck. That luck will even out. Michael Vick is always going to fumble. He runs, he carries the ball loosely, he's going to fumble. He makes some big plays. The interception-touchdown ratio, it will bounce back. His yards per catch and his yards per attempt they're definitely down. He's not having a good year. But even those numbers are not that far out of whack with the Atlanta Falcon Michael Vick. This is essentially who Michael Vick is. A little worse than he usually is, but not a lot. But we've all seen what he's capable of, which is winning games. So a team the Philadelphia Eagles are not going to go on a run with Nick Foles. Nick Foles, they would never. That would be terrible. They'd have a kicker at quarterback. It'd be crazy. So Nick Foles, who looked really good in the preseason, but, I mean, it's against second-team defenses.
Yeah.
And if the Eagles want to part company with Vick at the point where if they drop to 3-6 or 3-7, and they want to go, okay, Nick Foles is the future, then go ahead. But the moment that they take Vick out and put in Foles, barring a strange scenario where Foles is really bad and Vick comes in and saves the day, they're saying, that's it. This Vick experiment is over. He'll go somewhere else, like the Chargers, and here we are. We're going to get going and get down to business with Nick Foles. And then that's a whole different situation.
Okay.
And I don't think they're anywhere close to doing that yet. I would certainly not do it this week when Vick has a chance to get healthy statistically against the Saints.
Sure.